Hey, everybody, going live. This is what you're going to probably expect from me from now on. I'm just going to pop on here and not have a set schedule, but you will be able to view it later after it goes live. So, thank you for those that are popping on that are seeing this. I had to show something off to you. This behind me is White Buffalo, and this is um, a painting created by a tribal member, and can't remember his name right now. But anyway, I couldn't afford the real actual one, so this is a canvas, stretch canvas, and I love it because that's what next year is going to be about. I challenge you to um, study the white buffalo and the white buffalo calf woman and what it means to the Native Americans, tribal members, whatever they would like to be called and respected. And so this is going to be the season of the white buffalo in 2026. And the changes will be accordingly to the legend of the white buffalo and the white buffalo calf woman because she is leaving messages now and before her return. And so her return is kind of coinciding with a lot of other things, and which is really awesome. I ask you to go to Unveiling the Truth 333. It's my other YouTube channel podcast with Brad. And we have a great show coming up on Sunday. All of our shows are good, but this one's going to be really good. This is a book called Return from Tomorrow. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. And it's about a near-death experience of a gentleman that died World War II. Before he went into World War II, he went to a hospital to get training, and then he went into the hospital because he was sick. And I think it was in Texas actually, and then they found out he had double pneumonia, and he actually died. And then this book was written from what Jesus, he said Jesus walked with him and showed him many things. You're going to be amazed at what he says and has told about. So this is going to be on Unveiling the Truth 333 on Sunday. We're going to go over that. And thank you all. This is just a sample book. When I get proof books, it says not for sale. So Adam's Echo is out on Amazon.com. Thank you for all the sales. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know that this will get into the right hands, and it's Adam's Echo, the kingdom come. Men are called to be protectors, not of power, but of peace, by me. And it's just a great book, and it has great chapters in it and great food for thought and uplifting. And this is like step one for you guys. And then step two will be you will then become seekers of more knowledge, and then you will know which avenues to take because things will come to you of inspiration and things that you're supposed to know about. And so we are going to do a couple cards before we start. I'm going to actually do a channeling. I felt we had our Christmas party today at work, and what the doctor does is takes us all out to a really nice restaurant, and then after we eat, then he takes us to Target. He gives us all gift cards, and then goes, "You got a half hour. You can only buy for yourself, and then you have to use all the gift cards money. If you don't, then you have to give it back to me." And so I always go over. So this is really interesting. This is kind of on the lines of part in my book. It's old wounds patterns. We attract what we need to heal. Often, we find ourselves attracting the same type of people or situations that are not the best for us. Until we choose to find the common denominator of what we need to heal and release, the cycle will continue. Go within to heal the pain, layer by layer, to find joy again. And then another card that came out of this is full circle completion. You have chosen to learn from your mistakes and move forward, closing out the cycle. That's very interesting, closing out the cycle. Every layer of yourself you acknowledge as a layer that serves its purpose. You are now feeling your power. by seeing your inner strength and determination is paying off. Be proud of this moment and let it carry you forward. Cool. And then this is called soul contract cards. Let me see if we can get a soul contract card. Then after we're done, I have a reading I need to finish up. She's been waiting way too long. It's sometimes when I do readings, if I go a little bit slower, more comes to me, and then I have to wait to get the information, like from a certain being or species, or she had a aquatic being come forward, so I wasn't quite understanding what the aquatic being meant to her because I've done readings for her before. She's a client, and so now I have to figure out what this aquatic being is coming into her life now. So for you guys, call to authenticity. Answer the call of your soul. Be your authentic self and let truth empower you. True expression, fearless authenticity, bold living. That's this one. Okay, the next one that fell out of the deck is Dance with Dance of the Galaxy. That's awesome. Dance with the galaxy rhythm. Feel the universe's pulse. Let it guide you. Your soul's melody. Let you guide your soul's melody. I don't know about earbuds. I like it when I'm on meetups, but it feels like I'm talking in a tunnel. So there we go. So we had a panel of channel. It was on a meetup, and it was really good. It was just actually, I did praying prior to it, and I said, the people that come to me, please have it meant that I am meant to help them or channel for them. And so I got some really, the three people, I channeled for three people on, there's 5 of us channelers, and the 3 that I got, people that I got, the first one, she talked about my sand lords. I channeled that. I just reposted the sand lords on YouTube here, and because she talked about it, because she had this vision of these sand people and a gold dragon, and I went, oh my gosh, you have just reminded me of a channeling I did like 4 years ago. So I reposted that channeling. It's called Sand Lords. So it's only like 3 minutes long, and I actually sent it to her. I said, that's so amazing that you saw that. And then the next guy was talking about some things, issues, and how to heal. And I went, everything that he said, I said, oh my gosh, everything that you're asking me to channel for you is written in my book. I went, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So I did a really awesome channeling, and it's something that I have kind of stated before, but it was a little bit more profound, directed towards him, is that when you come on down onto this earth, some of us know exactly what we're getting into because we are trained angels, warriors, light beings. We are trained, and we want to ascend on the other side. And in order to ascend quicker, we have to come in harder. I call it coming in harder. So we have to come in hard. And by meaning hard, a lot of times some of us are abused, abandoned, harmed, neglected. Just certain circumstances that we go through are to destroy our soul. And it usually starts as a child, sometimes a baby, but usually a child. And then I said, now that you have come full circle, now it's time for you to pull out. You came in hard, and now you got to come, and you need to pull out. And you got to pull out and pull out, and then you got to level out and level out, and then you're on solid ground. And I think he understood what I meant. But it really hit me that we have to come in hard. So, and we know what we're coming in for. And it's very important for you to understand that if you've gone through a super hard existence, especially at a young age, of one of these issues, that know that you chose to come in hard because you're a warrior. You had stamina, you have training, even though we don't remember it. The key, the key is for us to pull out of that wound, of those wounds, of those neglect, of the abuse. We have to pull out of it. And a lot of people can't. Even though they are trained, strong beings, light beings, angels, they are unable to sustain the pain, to sustain the hurt, the downheartedness, the depression. They can't sustain it. And then if outside influences come into play, then it's even more harder. But those that can come in hard, pull out, level out, and then teach others and help others. And that's what the name of the game is. So I think we're at the plateau of teaching. And this next year, I'm seeing strength of men. Women have really been working on themselves for the last few years. I think we are really focused and working on ourselves and our spiritualism and our healing. But I really feel men overlook it. And I don't think men go deep enough. And they ride over it because it's hard. It's hard to face the facts. It's hard to face the wounds. It's hard to face the shadows. And so I do feel you're going to see pop-ups of groups of men and books and help where men can start rising back to themselves. And I think it's going to be very exciting next 2026. Next year also, the last reading I did, let's see, what was the last one? Oh, the last one was her father came forward, and that was really cool. I haven't done that in a while where I've talked to a family member that has deceased for a person. And so that was really cool to have her father come forward and talk to her because this lady's going through a hard time, and her dad wanted her to know that he's here. He's here. He's going to help and be mindful of that. And I thought that was probably pretty cool. So that's what I just want you to be mindful of is that you have the strength. You actually have the knowledge. You just have to find it. And you guys, like that card said, we have to strip off the layers. We have to strip off the layers. And once you peel the onion back, and then you'll get the best part is in the center. So let's go into a channeling of the buffalo. And if you just popped on, this is a painting of a Native American guy. I can't remember what tribe he's in. I want to say Navajo. And he has an Etsy store. And I can't afford any of his real paintings, but I love a lot of his paintings. And this one, of course, I'm drawn to because it's the white buffalo. And it has a huge meaning to me. I don't know if I've talked about this. I did a meditation one day, and I know I've talked to my twin about this. I think I talked to Brad about it, but I did this meditation, and I was very interested in the white buffalo calf woman, and I was really into my meditation, and it was night, and then in my meditation, I somehow got sucked into someone's living room. I know that sounds weird, but I was standing in a living room, and it was kind of like a 1970s living room. It wasn't real fancy, it just had kind of like an orange and something couch and brown chairs, and then there's two men on the couch. There was a chair over to the side over here. There's a man sitting like on the fireplace hearth. And then there's a man behind me that was sitting in a chair, and I think another man sitting behind me. So it was like a circle of men. And then I realized that they were Native American men. They were of a tribe. Actually, they were of several tribes. I think they were all chiefs. and they come together. And I think it was a yearly or centennial, um, not bicentennial, by yearly, um, that they met together as chiefs for their people, and they did prayers, and they talked about how to strengthen their tribes and areas that need to be strengthened. And so they were in prayer and ceremony, and then there was smoke, and I think there was a pipe. They were passing a pipe around, and one of them opens, and they had their eyes closed, and they were like singing and chanting, and I think one had a drum, and sorry, what was I gonna say? And so then he opened his eyes and he saw me. So I'm gonna have you guys just hold here for 1 second. Hold here for a second. Okay, I'm back. Oh, something happened to me. I started having coughing attack. Doesn't happen very often. Hold on. So anyway, long story short, they started talking to me because it surprised them that I appeared in their front room. And so we started talking, and I guess I won't tell you what we were talking about because maybe that's why I'm getting a coughing attack. Um, so let's go into a channeling and the white buffalo. So a lot of times I give you my theme for the next year. That's my theme for the next year, white buffalo. Not so much white buffalo calf woman. I was also told that 3 white buffaloes have been born. They're waiting for the last one to be born. When the last one's being born, then the prophecy will be fulfilled. So they're waiting for the last buffalo, and who knows? Maybe it's next year. But pay attention to it. It's kind of exciting. Okay, let's do a challenge session on that. Sometimes when I cough like that, something's around. Okay, I'm in a field with a lot of buffalo, regular buffalo. Those things are bison, I guess. They're so huge. They're so huge, and their heads are humongous. I don't know if you guys ever seen one close up, but these are huge animals. God gave us these animals for survival. These animals have been around since the beginning, and they were here for survival. I personally, Robyn, always want to know if they have a soul. They said yes, they have a type of soul, but they're here to supply and replenish man. They're here for man. It is a gift. It's a gift from God The buffalo are a gift from God. And that's how I feel sometimes about cows, even though I love cows, they're so cute. And for milk from cows and other animals, but some of them are here, placed upon this earth for sustenance of humankind. And they're saying that there is no such thing as overpopulation. You know how the elites are telling us we're overpopulated? There's no such thing as overpopulation of the world. The world is a huge, vast planet, and there's no such thing as overpopulation. There is a such thing as overeating of a population. Many of you eat far more food than is qualified for your bodies to sustain it. If you shrink down your plates, you shrink down your size of how much you eat. Most people eat way too much food for their bodies. You're just here to sustain and nourish the body. That's why elites talk about overpopulation, because of the food supply. Every household that is a house that has a yard should have their own garden and chickens if they can. Chickens are a great source from the God source, not only for eggs, for the feathers. In the olden days, they used those feathers as down to keep themselves warm and for pillows. And the chicken meat is made, as turkey is made, to sustain mankind. It's been here for a long time. They're saying the cows came later, but the buffalo, the bison, the bear came first to help support man. Keep them warm, keep them sheltered, and to give them the substance that they need. And just remember, you people of today, you eat too much. You eat too much. There's too much volume going into the bodies, and it's wreaking havoc on the bodies. That's why it's so hard on the bodies. You're not meant to be eating as much as you are, unless it is vegetables, salads. But for the meats, people are eating way too much meat. I am hearing. Oh, he's also saying that the foods now that you buy in the store, you bring them home and you wash them with clean water. Get them out of their juices, like steaks and chicken. He said mostly chicken, I'm seeing. You need to thoroughly wash them. There's so much bacteria on them that they sit in. The health of the nation he's talking about is failing, and it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's just getting worse and worse and worse before it will get better. If you can start growing your own, have a little garden, you will be surprised how your health will change, especially those in the warm country, those in the cold country. Think about this for the next seasons. So your year coming, your 2026, you will actually see white buffaloes. You will see white deers, stags. You will see albino animals a little bit more often. Some of them are interdimensional animals, and some of these white animals that you happen to catch and see are a type of shapeshifter, but not in a negative way, in a positive way, because it is a sign to you. It is for you to see, to acknowledge, and to understand what that means to you, your environment, and what's coming. It's evident that it's here. I think most of you know that it is here. And many of you are going, what is here? And if you don't know, I'm not going to tell you. Because it is not for us to tell you everything. It's for you to know. We put all the signs in front of your face. We tell you many things through vessels like this and others. Are you listening? Are you following their lead? You might want to watch what people are doing around you that are different, and you might want to follow their lead because they're being led themselves. Sometimes it's the unspoken word that is the strongest and the most proficient. Don't live in the world. The world's going to crumble shortly. It's going to crumble. It's going to be like a cement wall, and it's just going to crumble all the way down to the ground, and then it'll be just dust. That's what's going to happen. You're going to see freedom come to places that have had no freedom for many years. You're going to see storms like you've never seen before. But not only will they be catastrophic, they will be magnificent at the same time. Because if you look to the sky and watch the lightning, it will show you many things. The lightning now will show you diagrams, pictures, messages, doorways, portals. So you must watch when you have an electrical storm because it'll be messages and energy brought down to the earth at this time. That is a keyhole for you that reside and hold the key. We thank many of you for being prolific in this time and steadfast. It has not been a quick race. It's been a marathon. And now you're towards the finish line. Some of you are tired and some of you are ready to go. Some of you will have a surge of energy and you will be changed and brought forth and present what needs to be presented. Books will be open this next year and two that have never been presented to the human race before, that have been held and hidden. They will come forth, and there will be a reader for these books, and this reader will be a wisdom keeper of the Melchizedek tribe, and they will announce it to the world. They will not decipher it for you. They will read it to you, and it is just like the Bible, just like parables. You will have to decipher it for yourself because each passage that will be read, each of you will understand differently because that's what it's meant to do. Because it is for your own level of elevation. Every level will understand it differently. None are right and none are wrong. That is the way it has always been, and it will always be. But there will be a reader of this book, and then there will be another, and then another. In all different languages, they will come forward and read a sacred text. And it is something you have never heard on this planet before. As they read, they will be ridiculed. There will be those that will bark at them like wolves, dogs, rabid dogs. And as they read, those dogs and wolves will be snatching at them, and they will pay no attention, and they will continue on with their mission in deciphering the language for you to understand. Half of you will be divided because you will not understand. You will not understand if this is true. You will be looking to those that you have trusted to see if it is true. But sometimes those that have these abilities, we will keep hidden the truth from, because it's not for them to tell you the truth. It's for you to understand the truth and seek it yourself. So we will block them. Just like this vessel does not have a clear understanding of next year, we open up inklings for her, but she cannot tell you everything, because you will see things and you will have to decipher for yourself. We are proud of you. We are so proud of those that understand not only their own selves and missions, but their neighbors, that they are kind in a world that is so harsh and attacks them daily. Remind you of kindness in your heart. There will be those that will seek to bring you down, trigger you. Do not allow this into your life and move on. Always seek those that are better than yourself. It's the key to your success and your key to rising spiritually, emotionally, and healing is to be and listen to those that are better than you. Deprogram yourself from society. I think most of you know this by now. It has been revealed to the masses, and some choose to understand and some choose to not follow what is in front of them, which is right, because they're comfortable living in society. They're comfortable living in fear. They're comfortable being unsettled, and they're comfortable being triggered. What a sad existence that is for many. They don't get it. They don't understand. And everything is so plain in front of you. It's just plain. We can't make it any more plain. We are highly intelligent beings, and we have to bring this down to your level. And it is so hard. And it's so frustrating when you don't understand it, because we brought it to your level. It's right there. I am going to pull back now. Just be mindful of these words. There's much wisdom coming at you soon. You must look for it, or it will come to you, and you will understand. And you will bring it into your soul. And you will let it magnify the light being inside of you. And it will ignite the light being inside of you, and you will change. And you will change. And you will know this. And you will know this. How could you not? Be at peace, people. Because as there's a rise of greatness, there's a rise of destruction. And the destruction will mimic the good to confuse you more thoroughly. But if you're prepared and your eyes are open, you will understand. You will know what is right without being told. Don't expect to be told everything. There's so many people that want to be told all the time what's right. It's not how it works. It's not how it works. That is why Christ talked in parables, because everybody was seeking answers. They wanted him to tell them the answers of their life or life. It's not his responsibility. That's why he talked in parables, because then you had to think. And it was different for each person. Amen. All right. Okay, I got to get going on my reading. Okay, you guys, love you. And I'm just going to pop on. Come over to Unveiling the Truth 333. Sunday evening, we will post it. We're working on getting my computer so I can do live on StreamYard, because I have a new computer, but I just don't have enough power in it to be able to do it. And we have a really good speaker, or Morgan Lynn, and she talks a lot about shadow work and some other things. And she is a pro, and she's written a book. And I will be sending out emails to everyone I have emails for to promote her, because she's pretty magnificent in what she says, and I believe her. And sounds like we really need to pay attention for next year, and we got to watch for the white buffalo. We have one more white buffalo, it sounds like. And then I think, I'm hoping we'll have a rise back of the indigenous tribes will gather, and they will rise, and they will be they will gather. I think what I'm seeing is, not only will they gather for those that are on this earth, but their ancestors will come back. Their ancestors will come back and gather with them. And that's only for them to know. We won't know who their ancestors are that come back to walk with them. And it's not to fight, it's to prophesy. And they're going to talk to the world. And they're going to tell the world what they know. Because it will be time for them to tell of who they are and why they have been saved over and over and over, while others have been perished in floods, fires, by giants, other things. But the indigenous tribes were saved. And I do believe that we all come from them, that our DNA is from them, because they've replenished the earth again and again and again, because they were saved to do so, because they are kind of like how there is a certain sect of people that is the lineage of Christ and loved by God. And these people, this indigenous tribes and warriors, that they also are the same lineages, not the same lineage, but of the same quality, and angelic force. And they know. They know. I think they already know. And that's what we need to watch. They're the ones that we need to watch, because they're not fighting each other like they are in the Middle East. They're trying to go opposite, because they know when time gets close, it's not time for war. It's time for peace. So let's keep that in mind. Peace out. If you have any questions, message me at robynhyatt@yahoo.com. Go to my Etsy store. I have some amazing stuff I make on my Etsy store. I actually have some shaman bags that I have. That pink bag back there is one of them, and it has all the tribal herbs in it. And I put it by my bed. And the first night I put it by my bed, I had a huge vision, and and I had a visitor, and it was actually awesome. It actually was awesome because it's a gift. This is a gift to the spirits to let them know that the benevolent spirits that you're welcome and here's a gift for you. And you can ask for blessings, you can ask for all sorts of things as long as you have a gift for them back. And that will bring them in too. And I think that's a good thing. All right, guys, peace out. Love you. Have a good day. And I'll talk to you soon. And to my client, I am getting that finished up today. And hopefully, I'll either tape it later tonight or in the morning. So, peace out, you guys. Have a good one. Bye. Let's do this. Okay. Bye.